This week on Chicago Beer Pass, Nick and I are going Hickster as we drink some American cream ale from Scorched Earth, and we talk about Bud Light, Bud Light Seltzer, St. Archer, and Post Malone. All that and more on this week's episode. Here we are, hitting up events, drinking our way through Chicago beer, and trying not to miss a thing.
Yeah, because, the cork popped out, boom, it flies like fucking 10 feet. We're like, yeah, let's do it.
All you have to do is add some fruit, stir it up, and ride that milkshake wave.
Whenever I see him, I gotta take a photo with the most decorated brewer in Chicago, Jonathan Cutler.
It'll be like the stuff you hear. Every time you go to Floyd's, all the music sounds like this. Raw, raw, raw.
Sometimes you want a small beer, but really, you want a big beer.
You gotta take in all those big aromatic hops.
Hey, what are you doing this weekend? Waiting in line for a bottle release?
Should have never been a fad. The Black IPA is delicious.
Hey, and welcome to Chicago Beer Pass. I'm Brad Chmielewski.
Brad, what's up, man? I'm Nick Way.
And it's a Super Bowl, post-Super Bowl weekend. People are voting Iowa, so I figured some corn beer is in.
You tied that all together. Check you out, man.
Yeah, we got some Hicksters.
The Iowa Caucus, man. Caucus. I'm still not sure what a caucus is.
I know, and they love corn in Iowa.
Dude, I think the Midwest, man, and Iowa specifically, for sure. This is a 4.8% American cream ale, Brad, from the good folks at Scorched Earth Brewing, Algonquin. Hello.
I know, we're going to talk about some drinking American here. So this is like real, it's all perfect.
Now, I think, what's the beer from New Glarus, that top-selling beer?
Spotted Cow?
I think Spotted Cow's a cream ale.
Yes, it is, yeah.
I got to be honest with you. Offhand, I'm not even sure what a cream ale is anymore.
They're usually lighter and like they're softer feeling. This one has corn in it, so I don't think that's a typical cream ale thing. But usually they are the hops are pretty light. I don't know. I'm sure you're looking up the definition of that what a cream ale is.
Yeah, they talk about pre-prohibition, American style, light in color and well attenuated.
Yeah.
4 to 5.5%.
Yeah, they're often like it's like a light pale ale.
Yeah.
You'll see them as prohibition ales, like you said, but they're not quite Bud Light. They're a little different. This one would be probably closer to Bud Light because it's using cracked corn as part of its malt, as part of its like base for it, rather than just all malts.
And then it sounds adjuncts added like corn and rice, like you said. Mm-hmm. And then it sounds like it's a top fermenting ale, but it's extended lagering like a lager.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Yeah, you forget all these, right? Because there's over like 60 styles. You forget the notes on every style.
I honestly used to be better at it.
I know.
It's the Pilsner versus this, and so.
Yeah. So.
Okay.
That makes sense.
So it's lagered.
It's a lager.
It's brewed ale-y, but lager.
It sounds like it's got the ale yeast, but it's brewed like a lager, essentially. Okay. Right? That's what it sounds like.
Makes sense. Cool. It's tasty. 4.8. It makes me wish I was like in a cornfield, like in the summertime, Field of Dreams kind of thing, playing baseball.
Yeah, man.
What's our countdown? How many days?
Man, August for the Iowa. Talking about Iowa, August 13th. Sox and Yankees in a cornfield on the set of where they did the movie Field of Dreams.
Oh man, look at this. It's got it all tied together.
Dude,
we may not know what a cream ale is, but we
tell you about this cornfield.
Tying America together.
Yeah, so they got the set of where the movie was filmed, and then like next door to that, they're building an 8,000 person stadium for this game, and it'll replicate a stadium in a cornfield, basically, on a farm. It's gonna be rad.
It's gonna stay up forever, or like is it temporary?
Yeah, I'm guessing it'll be like the beginning of, because in the movie, the Yankees and the Sox were in the movie.
Oh, they were.
So that's why those are the first two teams to play. But I imagine if this goes well, you'll see this every year. It's in Dyersville, Iowa, or whatever, right?
Lame
But
city, probably.
But yeah. So I don't know. What you're gonna do about lodging, but I mean, come on.
Camp. You camp.
Yeah, you could camp.
Yeah.
I'm more of a glamper myself, Brad.
Okay.
But yeah.
You've been to Grateful Dead shows. You see how those people roll. Yeah. You get your Airstream out. You just go.
I forgot.
That's America.
I forgot about that, man. Yeah, this is nice. And there's a really cool, very well bearded fellow with a camo hat and some righteous shades.
He could be. He kind of looks like from Brickstone, but not at Brickstone anymore.
Oh yeah, Alex Lee kind of looks like Alex Levengood a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, he's got that profile. All he's missing is those weird pit viper glasses. Yeah.
All right. Yeah, the first sip of this, I was a little turned off, but I was chewing gum. But it's kind of, I don't know, warmed up to me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm digging it. I don't love it. I don't usually pick up Scorched Earth stuff, but I always like their stuff is very easy drinking most of the time. Like it's just kind of like pleasant. So
Yeah.
It's cool.
It's that's a fun beer. Yeah. Nice German hop flavor. Nice little corn bite. You actually get that in there. And it's easy. 4.8. It's easy.
Yeah, I think that hop, the Hallertau, or how you say it?
Hallertau.
Yeah, Hallertau. That's common in the cream ales and pilsners. Like you usually see that in those like classic styles.
Yeah. They did a good job with this. Good job by you. I was telling somebody the other day, I'm like, they're like, what does Brad drink? I'm like, I don't know, but he always picks up stuff that I don't know I would have noticed at the store.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's cool. And then we both ended up trying it, and I'm like, man, I've never seen this a day in my life. This is cool.
Okay. I usually just drink the leftovers from the show. But speaking of what I did drink, I picked up some hop tea.
Hop tea.
So these were they're non-alcoholic, sparkling teas brewed with hops. So I picked up a white tea and a black tea. So I had the white tea, and it uses it has Simcoe and another hop in it that I'm forgetting, and then the
Cascade.
black. No, it wasn't Cascade. It was something. But
Centennial.
Nope.
I'm just gonna run down all
Yeah.
C's. Columbus.
No. The black tea used Simcoe and Citra.
Okay.
So that one seems like more. I haven't had that one yet. This was kind of nice. They come in 16-ounce cans. So this is not a sponsored thing. I would, if they want to sponsor us and send me some teas, like I am down to talk about these more.
Fancy tea kettle,
Well, these were cans.
Oh.
They were like, I don't know. They were like tall boys. So, but they're called hop tea. It was kind of nice.
Who's making hop tea? It sounds cool.
I think they're like, I forget the name of them. See, this is why it's not sponsored because I don't.
That would work. I mean, we had the what was it? The Orin, which had like a black spiced tea in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know that Hop Leaf and I want to say Perennial, they get together and do something called Hopfen tea, which is like a saison tea hybrid thing.
Yeah.
Hoppy tea sounds like it would work.
Yeah, like you do see some beers with teas in it sometimes, and this was kind of nice. It was perfect. I think I would only want one. Like people drink LaCroix like all freaking day. That's not my thing either. I don't really like a lot of those sparkling waters, but this was kind of nice, and it hit that like if you drink it at like I don't know 3-4 o'clock, you're getting those beer things you like. But you're not.
So this is a sparkling hoppy tea.
Yeah, with no alcohol, no sugar. So you almost your brain thinks you're drinking in a sense because it tastes like hops.
Yeah.
But you can still function. It's almost like a perfect. I still have a bunch of work to do, but I could go for a drink.
Yeah.
Or hey, I'm driving to a brewery. I can't drink and drive, so.
Legally, you cannot. That is true.
Yeah. Should not, and we don't do that.
And we don't. We do not.
And you could have this hop tea with you, and it's kind of nice.
I mean, it sounds pretty cool. And then like, yeah, they have a lot of caffeine in them. These teas, man. Some teas have just as much caffeine as coffee.
Yeah, it was like 60 milligrams in the can. So I wish they came in like 12-ounce cans versus the 16-ounce can because I don't think I finished the whole thing. Mm-hmm. Just because it kind of It gets a little bitter after a while because there's no sugars in it. But it was cool. That was kind of like my
That's your adventure.
adventure this week. I was like, I'm going to try these hop teas. So I have the black tea to try, which I'll probably try maybe tomorrow or something.
Right on.
But that was my, like, I guess only drink stop this week. And I guess drinking adventure because I didn't really make it out anywhere. We did 2 episodes last week. And so we have the Michael Kiser episode that should be up before this comes out.
Yes, that's the
Uppers and Downers.
Uppers and Downers preview. We talked to him a little bit about the stuff he's got in flight too over at GBA. Sounds like something's spinning off too. Like he said, like there's editorial and then there's a design studio.
Feel good.
Yeah, feel good. So good for him. Yeah, that was cool. I just can't believe it's been a year already, right? Because he was on last year.
But one reason I brought up this hop tea thing is I saw Josh Null on Twitter, his Tribune.
Having another meltdown?
No,
Joshy boy?
He decided to comment on what people, he was somewhere and he's like, oh, I'm at a brewery and 2 people came in and ordered a kombucha and a cider. Mm-hmm. And he's like making note that this is a brewery. Yeah. First off, hey, creepy old man, stop watching people and they come in. Like, no. And so, like, just a wide array of, like, things you can now drink. And he wasn't, like, judging them, but he was, like, watching them. Like, I don't
Like, what is this?
Yeah, but he did comment that, he was sort of judging because he said that it was a brewery. Like, hey, what are you, like, but you ordered this. But this market is, like, expanding where you could go get a kombucha or a hop tea, and almost the bar culture is changing a little bit where I can have a drink, or if you don't feel like drinking, or people that don't want to get drunk, they can have something that's not, oh, give me a club soda, kind of thing. Like, there are other things that no one's going to be like, oh, I don't know, why aren't you drinking tonight? It's like, oh, I don't know, I got this hop tea. Kind of felt like that. Oh, I have this seltzer. I have this kombucha. So
they've always been friends of breweries. They've always been definitely friends of the festival circuit, all the way back to Goose Island's Floor, which was a kombucha wild ale of some sort, right? I think they quit making it because it's like, oh, this is infecting everything. We got to knock off this kombucha shit. Oh, but even up to, like, John Hall's son going to Star Virtue and Michelle Foyt going up to Virtue, and then, the cider beer hybrid that is fucking Eris.
Right.
You go to the Beer Temple, they got coffee on nitro, right? Like, these have always been, like, kind of these adjacent friends of the beer scene, these other beverages, right?
Yeah.
It's all these small batch beverages have always been, like, kind of closely not related, but they've always been friendly together.
Right. Like, I like beer a lot, but I like the things in beer more than the, like, getting drunk part. So if I can have the things without always getting drunk, or, like, maintaining something that you like, it's like, oh, well, I want to keep going, so I'll have this hop tea, or I'll have this hard coffee that's like 4%, but it, like, has, like, feels like a coffee stout, but it feels different.
Yeah,
like,
beer doesn't cannibalize your interest in other beverages, right?
Yeah.
Like, it kind of, if anything, it piques your interest. Like, it makes you want to know more about whiskey. Or, like you said, like, when we use these descriptors to decide what we think is in beer, we're always comparing it to other beverages.
That's true,
it's only natural that you would explore other beverages, right? It's all relative. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's why, one reason I brought it up, and I'm sure he was likely at, Pilot Project, if someone's getting kombucha and a cider at a brewery. Good chance he was there.
Yeah. That's another brewery that's got, like a director of coffee is, like, on their staff.
Yeah.
I'm curious about that place. I know we got them in the hopper.
Yeah, we got an interview coming up next week or 2 weeks out. So check the calendar. So we'll find out what's happening there. We might be drinking just kombucha, or hard seltzer, or
we'll have to bring a flask. Maybe have a little gin. Have some gin or something if we're doing just kombucha.
I don't know. We gotta try it all, right? I'm interested to know what their what they sell more of.
Yeah, I have no idea what's going on over there. Yeah. I went once and I just sat on the patio because it was so nice out. Dog friendly too.
Yeah. Cool. Did you make it out anywhere or hit anything up or drink anything of interest?
Nothing noteworthy, man.
Okay.
You know, I mean, I picked up some Abraxas. That's always fun.
Okay.
You know, the stout that got it right, the pastry stout that got it right. Got a little third phase this weekend.
Okay.
Little, one of the Chantilly's.
I did pick up a can of this Pipeworks.
Brambleberry Chantilly.
Oh, okay.
Milkshake with lactose, brambleberry, and mosaic.
Okay.
It's all purple.
Not good?
It's fine.
Okay.
Just all purple and weird.
I did pick up this crazy Pipeworks beer that we'll have on. It has, I don't know, one of their, like, it looked like a layered cake thing. I don't know. It's like 10.5%. So
Right on.
pastry stout kind of thing.
I like Pipeworks.
Yeah, so we'll have that on a beer review. So look for that on the YouTube channel.
Cheers to Pure Project in San Diego. Got a chance to take a ride on one of their wild ales this weekend.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Yeah. Nothing noteworthy though. Yeah.
They were a standout at Fobab, right?
Yeah. Big. Like they were a fan favorite. Everybody I talked to who had done a lot of judging, they were all talking about, hey, you need to try this. It was one of the handful of ones that people were telling you to try that I had never even heard of, you know.
Yeah.
That's the beauty of Fobab, when you can still find layers like that where it's like you run into people and they're like, you need to try this brewery. And I'm like, I don't know them. This is interesting. Tell me more. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
When we just drank local, great American Illinois beer.
Yeah, we did.
Speaking of that Fobab, did you see? I know it bleeds into the news, but just tying it all together here.
Yeah, man.
There's that story about the bottles getting sold.
Yeah, man. So apparently on like Craigslist, craft beer from breweries in River North, where it's like a $7 ad where this guy is moving, so he's got about 30 bottles of beer from the Great Lakes area. He's selling for $7 each. And he got them from a Bear Layers event held at USC Forum in November. Oh. Lots of sours, too.
Oh, okay. So probably some of those pure projects.
I mean, what? So this guy, this is Fobab, so you're either a judge or a
volunteer.
Or
an end-of-night volunteer.
Yeah, and then they're giving you beer. And now you're selling said beer on fucking Craigslist.
Not cool, bro. Not cool. But he's leaving the country, too. He said, I can't go across the pond. So he's fleeing.
Sure. 10 barrel. If you zoom in, there's a little 10 barrel, little Free Will Brewing.
Okay.
And Alpha Brewing Company. So no one that I recognize just yet. Well, I know 10. We all know 10 barrel.
Some winners, yeah.
But what the fuck's this guy doing, man?
He's trying to get paid.
Oh, yeah. He's like, these bills ain't going to pay themselves. So, yeah, so that's a new one, right? Because all this stuff's kind of got, like, these weird labels on it, and it's for judging. And it's like, yeah. So I'm going to take these. Because, Fobab has a competition. Like, hey, because, if it were for the public, it would have been in a keg.
Yeah.
So you got a bottle of it. Yeah, that's had to be for judging.
Yeah, but the kegs, who knows what happened? I'm sure they get sent back to the breweries or whatever, because beers are donated for this. Like, you submit your beers for the event.
Yeah, and I want to say there was some rumors that, like, they were actually like there was a fee.
Oh yeah, there is a fee.
There was a fee to get in Fobab. So yeah, man, that was in the news this week. I'm gonna go thumbs down to this guy, man.
Yeah.
Can I find this post, like the actual Craigslist post? But anyway, yeah, that sucks.
I don't know. Well, I cut you off on your, so there was nothing else drinking noteworthy?
No.
Okay.
No.
Man, we gotta get out there. We got events coming up though.
I don't know what to say about you, Brad.
Me, I was gonna go get that Dinosaurs.
Yeah.
But I forgot. I went and got Portillo's, and then I went home and I forgot. I should have just stayed out and went too off color.
And then I went home, he said.
Yeah. But I did leave the house.
You got a show to run, goddammit.
I'm trying here. I'm just one man.
So yeah, man, you talked about the Super Bowl. That's a big beer event.
Oh yeah. Bud Light.
Yeah, so it sounds like AB has exclusive rights to run beer ads on a national scale throughout the game.
And they have all the rights to the stadium branding for it.
Since like 1978. Now, there are some local ads that you can buy. But
Or AB could also run. They could run Goose Island. They could run 10 Barrel. They could do a Virtue. They can do any of their things.
I think if you count all the breweries they bought, like 12 or so,
Yeah.
they're the largest craft brewer if you count all those breweries.
So I'm surprised that they haven't tested one, because they have at least 2, sometimes 3 ads. Like there's usually like a first half and second half kind of ad. I'm surprised they haven't tested a Goose Island ad.
Yeah, because there was a Goose one a couple years ago.
There was?
Yeah, there was Greg Hall and President Todd Asman. They were in an ad.
On the Super Bowl?
And it was kind of saying,
the Super Bowl.
Yeah, they were saying the ad was like, "Hey, we're not ready for a Super Bowl ad yet."
What? I didn't see that.
This was the thing. I saw this. They're like, "Yeah, we didn't have time to do an actual ad, but if we did, this is what it would look like," kind of thing. I think they were running. The commercial was, "Let's prep for a Super Bowl ad." It was like that.
Did that just that aired?
Right.
It wasn't just like
I saw it on TV, man.
and wasn't just like just in case. All right.
But for this Super Bowl, well, first of all, Bud Lights at the stadium were $14 a bottle. So there's that.
Plastic bottle, right?
Probably, right?
One of those weird aluminum bottles, right?
Oh yeah, that's right. A little twist off aluminum joints.
Let's do cans. Why did that happen? Like why?
Well, you got a wider mouth on the can on the twisting.
Do a new little thing.
Brad, this is the top selling beer in the country, man. They're not reformatting like that.
But why? Like who thought aluminum can or aluminum bottle looking things?
It's like aluminum tall boy.
Was a better idea than cans? Was it just they thought the culture was beer was bottle culture, and so now they have this weird format that's just sports events?
Yeah.
Because if you saw someone out drinking a Bud Light out of a aluminum can, you'd be like, "Who are you? Like what? Why'd you?"
I hate to break it to you, Brad, but everybody's drinking Bud Light, man.
Yeah, but not all these aluminum bottle
I'm
cans.
saying, like, yeah. I
think
bet.
you would get just regular cans.
Well, yeah, sporting events. I remember going to.
But sporting events have these other things that are just made for that. That must be safer. They gotta be safer, right? Than like someone could rip open a can and like cut somebody.
There is a reason for the twist off tall boy bottle aluminum. There is a reason for it.
Yeah.
We should get more understanding of that. I have no idea.
They just do like all the stadiums here just pour the craft beer into the plastic cup. Like you don't even get the thing.
Yeah. It's got to be for silhouette value, right? They probably got a patent on that style for beer.
Maybe.
Right? It's got to be for that.
Okay. That was a random thought of how stupid that format is. But anyway, $14 for an aluminum bottle.
Yeah. They ran that ad for Real Americans.
Oh, I thought it was typical.
Oh, sorry, Typical Americans.
Typical American.
They ran that ad.
Which ended with Typical Americans celebrate with Bud Light.
Or Budweiser.
So they were just trying to say, basically, Bud is America. AB, that the Germans own, is American. Well, first off, you're not getting craft beer people to believe that statement. They employ a lot.
They all hate August Bush IV because he sold to the Belgians.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, the other Augie Bushes would not have done this.
They employ a lot of people here, so yeah, it is like, that's great, but it's not. And it was American beer, but it's not. Craft beer is more American now.
I like your approach of, well, they got beer to sell, but I like your approach of at least hitting us with some of these breweries that you bought during the big game. Because it's like, oh, look, we got 50-year-old J-Lo at the halftime show, and we got all goddamn Budweiser ads during the game. Yeah. Well, there were some local ads, too. I think St. Archer was one of the local ads. That's a Miller product.
Right. You can buy local kind of ad spots. So I don't know how many of those or like what happens there, but yeah, Miller had that St. Archer one where the guy's like skateboarding around to basically this St. Archer Gold is a low-cal beer is worth, skating around all of LA for.
The fuck up with these ads. And where's St. Archer?
Is it Texas? I thought it kind of looked more LA where he was skating around, but
San Diego.
yeah, okay.
Subsidiary of the second largest beer company in the U.S., Miller Coors.
Okay. Yeah, St. Archer is good. I haven't had it in a long time, but I definitely haven't had the gold. I thought it was a good ad. It wasn't. It was nice. I don't know.
St. Archer's parent company is 10th and Blake Beer Company.
Oh, okay.
That's kind of like Virtue Cider got bought by Goose Island, right? It's kind of like that, right? That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. I saw Post Malone in a Budweiser Bud Light Seltzer ad, which I really dug. Just because I like Post Malone. He's got that weird goat thing, like the bending voice when he sings.
Oh, okay.
The singing rapper with tattoos all over his face.
Yeah. That ad was weird. I still don't understand what. I need to try Bud Light Seltzer because out of the like big ones, I've only had White Claw, so I haven't even had Truly.
I've had a little Truly. I had it with Chris Jacobson, Truly. We'll try them all at. Are we going to Seltzer Fest? What's it? It's all fizzed up.
They have not responded to me, so I don't know if we want to promote this event yet.
We're fucking going. Okay, that's the end of that. I'm sick of this. We're going.
But yeah, Bud Light Seltzer. It's a thing that they're pushing that they're using all the buzzwords. It's refreshing. It's light. It's flavorful.
Yeah.
These are the same things they said for Bud Light Lime. This is what they said for Bud Light Margarita. Or, I don't know, what are the other Bud Light things they tried? Was there a lemon lime? There was a Michelada.
There's an orange.
There's an orange? Yeah. I would like to know, how does Bud Light Lime taste compared to Bud Light Seltzer Lime?
Bud Light, Twitter's 207,000 followers.
They will never get the White Claw fandom that has. It's just not going to happen.
No. They're all in on trying though.
They're going to try.
And this is their seasonal thing, right? Like, hey, when next season they'll throw all their weight behind something else.
But they got two fronts they're trying to fight, right? They got this low-cal thing that Goose is fighting. And then they got Seltzer, which is also like low-cal, no-sugar kind of thing. Yeah. So they're like trying to play both games here. And
they stay relevant. They're a marketing company of the highest order, those folks over there. So
yeah.
So there's that. Yeah, man. The Super Bowl. Mm-hmm. That was that.
Okay.
Fucking Bud Light ads all game long. And 50-year-old.
Still, I don't think anything. I would say, do you like the frogs? I think the Was Up is still like the most memorable kind of campaign. It was the most fun. Like they had Spuds and
Spuds McKenzie and then the What's Up guys.
And they had
those were good.
And the frogs. They had the frogs. So that was Budweiser.
Those were good. I mean, I like the Clydesdales, man.
Well, just classic.
With the little spotted dog. I dig those. That's gorgeous. That's the reason why I would want to go down there to check out, some of the historical stuff like that. I like the classics from them. Yeah.
I don't know. The What's Up guys are pretty good. I think they should just bring that back. Just mark it on like TikTok. Just the What's Up thing.
I forgot about that. So yeah, man.
All right. And any other news besides the Super Bowl?
No, man. Sprecher up in Milwaukee, Glendale, Wisconsin. They sold to a group of investors this week, man. So they opened in 1985. So just before Goose Island opened.
I've gone on that tour at Sprecher.
Me too, man. I like the soda you can find at all the Kumas. So I'm a big fan of the fire roasted soda. Yeah, so they got bought by an investment group. It looks like the new the CEO of Sprecher he's a former exec at Samsung and GE Healthcare, right? And now he's leading. Now he's the CEO of Sprecher. So Sprecher's announced that they're in 20 states, but they want to have a national footprint, and they're going to focus on ciders, hard seltzer, and their sodas. Yeah.
The sodas, they are fun. Did not work out for Goose Island.
Sparkling water. And when I used to go to Goose Island every Saturday, I would make sure I got the root beer soda. And the ginger. The ginger was my jam.
They're
spicy
fun,
ginger.
but they go like in the total opposite direction. They are sugar water.
Yeah.
Like,
It's soda.
yeah, but even more sugar than like a
Oh,
Coca-Cola.
then like regular.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
So
Yeah, you're probably right.
I am shocked that Sprecher was in 26 states. If they think they're going to all 50 states, that dude just better sell it to someone fast. That is never, ever going to happen.
But the sparkling water, it's going to be a premium, calorie-conscious, healthy option, Brad.
What? How
Sparkling
do you,
water, they're going to make like clearly Canadian or something?
Yeah, all of them are 0 calories. So what's more calorie conscious than they're all 0? And they all have no sugar. That's their thing. Like that. We're going to make it less calories and more conscious.
Yeah, apparently they're in 25 states already, and they're
25. I gave them extra.
they're gonna expand the brand, man.
So no, not happening. Won't happen.
It's tough out here, and I guess they're gonna learn that. Milwaukee's cool, I like going to Milwaukee. Chicago's nice to suburb. I like Wisconsin because there's a lot of stuff in Wisconsin that you kind of can only get up there.
So who do you give?
What's important? What Wisconsin exports are you checking out? Right? What are you checking out from Wisconsin that made its way down here? I mean, you know what I mean? Like that's a difficult play.
Okay.
Right.
Not drinking Sprecher.
It's hard. That's going to be hard to just be like, oh yeah, we're coming for you. We're coming for you, Kentucky. Like that's going to be tough.
Do you think who fails first, Sprecher or Ballast Point on this
Oh, the
just-
Kings and Convicts
just
BP.
dumbness?
Well, Kings and Convicts is building a hotel and a gigantic golf simulator with their project.
Okay.
So I'm gonna give the slight edge to them.
Yeah, I
'Cause
think
at the
they
end of
get
the
the
day-
slight edge.
At the end of the day, they're gonna fucking party.
Ballast Point people at least were like, yeah, Ballast Point is good. Nobody said that about Sprecher. They're like, I remember Sprecher. That's
That's what the person you think is like. I remember them, and you go on the tour, and it's like, you know what? Their soda's good. You know, it's fucked up when you say the first thing that comes out your mouth when you talk about a brewery is like, God damn, man, that cherry cola.
That's pretty good. Yeah, so I'll use my token. I'm gonna get another root beer. Right? Like I don't really need this porter, this flavorless porter. Like that would be like Shalonda hates brown ales,
Yes.
and that's because people like Sprecher make brown ales.
Yeah, their Bavarian Black Lager is like one of their staples.
That's terrible. It's terrible.
It's a
Flavorless.
it's
brown water.
It's roasty. It's quite roasty. This is 2 weeks in a row we talked about roasty beers.
It's watered coffee. It's watered down.
It
coffee.
has those elements for sure. I remember going up there once, and I was with Shalana actually. It was like 2011, and I'm like, oh, I'm up here. I'm gonna bring a bunch back for my buddies at work, and I was like, yeah, man, I got some Sprecher. I went up there. You want some? And all of them to a man, they were like, nah. No, I'm good, bro. So for like a month, I had like a whole case of Sprecher in my fucking fridge.
Yeah.
I drank all the sodas.
Okay.
Yeah, we powered through the rest of it.
This
God, this is a horrible take. Hey, but these things happened. So
they should just make a sugary, don't do this calorie conscious seltzer. Do a sugar water seltzer.
Yeah.
Make it super sweet. Basically make Four Loko.
and we're clearly two guys that are out of touch because
Hey, I'm over here drinking hot tea. Come on.
Brad's drinking hop tea.
We're drinking cream ale. I don't know.
But somebody's out here buying fucking St. Archer
Gold.
and somebody's out here buying Sprecher because these boys,
one's buying.
they worked at big companies and They started an investment group. So there's somebody out here buying this stuff. Old man Spector's like, look, I'm 70. Take it. I'm out of here.
No, good for him. But
No.
some of these investment companies, like the Bain Capital stuff, they just buy these to suck them for their money and run them into the ground.
You'll see the thing.
And then they declare bankruptcy so they can take the money, like they get that money back because, it didn't work out. So it's sort of you buy failing things just to kind of offset your portfolio because you're rich.
Sprecher, the official root beer of Wisconsin.
Okay.
There you go. That's it.
That's all I got.
Yeah, man.
All right. So
Oh yeah, you.
anything positive? We don't want to end on that.
No. You were talking about old breweries. There was something up about Stouts Brewing, Stoudt.
In Seattle?
Is that in Seattle? Let's look it up. Oh, but they closed this week.
Oh, I thought it was, yeah. I feel like that's Seattle for some reason.
John Hall, Holl. No relation. Yeah, he's got a show called The Beer Edge, and he mentioned that Stout.
Oh, okay.
STOU.
I thought it was another John Hall that owned a brewery, and okay. This is a show.
Yeah, founded by Carol Stout, one of the first female brewmasters in craft beer.
Okay.
Why is it so hard to find out where people are located?
Well, Stout.
God damn, area code 717. What's that? Fuck you and your fucking. Sorry.
Well, that's gotta be a horrible thing to search, like Stout Brewing. Probably gonna get all these stouts.
Area code 717. Here we go.
What do we got? Where is that?
Oh, Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania. Okay.
Yeah.
So not even. Wonder what I was thinking of.
No. Lancaster, Pennsylvania. It's near there. Oh, but your boy Josh Knoll was saying that before Goose opened in '88, they were contract brewing, and before Clybourne got built, they were contract brewing at Stouts.
Oh.
That's the only reason I brought it up, because I thought that was
Okay.
interesting. And he did write the book about that book. So, I mean, I assume he knows.
The Goose Book?
He wrote the Goose Book, so.
Okay.
Well, that was an interesting tie-in. I wasn't aware of that at all.
No.
Yeah, so.
And then what was it? Lagunitas just celebrated a birthday?
Yeah,
or-
man. Today is February 4th. So this is 6 years ago today, Lagunitas Chicago Nitas, they had their official launch party.
Okay.
Today, 6 years ago. It was called the Not So Dry Run Welcome Party.
Yeah, we were there. This is where I first pitched the idea of the show to you.
No shit.
Remember, I was like, "Hey, what do you?"
It was all
I
a blur.
was like, I think someone should do this. You were there with was it someone else who does Chicago Beer Geeks with you? Or?
It was my buddy Tim. He's on the Neo Futurists.
Yeah.
And they I think Neo Futurarium's gone.
Okay.
Yeah.
I haven't seen him around in a while.
He moved to New York. He
that's why.
he was big into nonprofits. I think he just did a nonprofit thing.
But he
in New
liked
York.
beer a lot.
Yeah.
And he was around all the time. He was at beer things.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah. And I think we were talking about doing something. We even had buttons for it. But we never recorded it. But I still got the button in my desk.
Nice. Okay.
But yeah, that was 6 years ago.
Man, that was in the warehouse where you could. That was the only time most people have been on the floor.
Yeah. What I remember was they hired actors because that thing sits at CineSpace, which was, it's basically, kind of the Hollywood of the Midwest, right? They have
They just have lots.
They have a bunch of lots where they film a bunch of movies. So there's a bunch of actors that came over. So it was a sneak peek, and there were like these glow in the dark footsteps, and you were acting like you were breaking in. So they gave you flashlight, and then you would walk in, and like it's a completely dark room. You had to follow the dog prints, glow in the dark dog prints, and then there would be an actor. A light would come down on him, and they would dance, and then he would show you where different tanks were going to be.
Oh, I did not do that. I don't
It
know.
was part of it.
I remember taking the bus there and be like, where the fuck?
This was when there was no sign, and it was super fucking weird. You get off on the pink line, and I get off, and I'm walking down somebody's block, and people are looking at me like, what can I take from this dude?
I took the bus.
I'm like, what the fuck's going on?
The Ashland, was it the Ashland bus or the Western bus?
Yeah, Western.
And then after that, I'm like waiting for that Western bus. I'm like, this is like not probably good. I hope this bus comes soon.
It was on the edge
6 years ago. Now it's
for
now
sure.
it's better.
It's kind of normal, yeah.
You have less to
Well,
worry
shit.
about.
Now that's the home of. It wasn't Humboldt Park, but then it moved south. The last stand, North Coast. No, Riot Fest.
Yeah.
Riot Fest is down there. But yeah, that's the largest brewery in the history of Chicago, man. They got twin 750 barrel system. Brew systems.
Nice.
Oh, I remember. That was a fun time.
That was good. Yeah.
That was a fun time. Cheers to them. That's Lagunitas, man. That's Lagunitas. Oh, it was snowing that day, and then we were like, "How do we get out of here?" And then the Reggie's Rock bus came in the snow, and I never saw people cheer so loud for an old beat up school bus. But dude, it was like, how are we getting from 18th and Western? Lagunitas came and they dropped everybody off at the blue line.
Nice.
And they saved us. Cheers to Reggie's Rock bus, man.
Well, that's going to do it then for the show. We have a Beer Pass After Dark. We're recording with Chris Jacobson from Hardcore Craft Beer, talking about Darkside coming up. So look for that. Hopefully you enjoyed the Uppers and Downers episode. And we'll be back next week maybe with our pilot project. I don't know. I'm forgetting. Either this pilot project. We'll be back with the show. Nick, where can people find you? Get in touch when we're not here.
Right on, man. I'm on Twitter at Nicosio.
And I'm on Twitter at BRAD, Chicago Beer Pass, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, website. Check out our YouTube page with our Versus series, our beer reviews, and the show. Take care.
Cheers.